Welcome to Connecting the Dots. I'm your hostess, Sandra Isadora. I'd like for you to like and subscribe. But today I want to talk about isms. And I'm trying to wrap my head around and get some overstanding because we have too much understanding about how we got here, about why would, say, the Hausas fight the Igbos, or blacks against white, or Latinos against Asians and Indians against white. Why? We're all human. We all live on this planet together. So for our continued growth and development, we need each other. We need to come together and recognize and love one another. Can you imagine? Say we go into the future, 20 or 30 years, and now we have aliens coming to the planet. The question is, will those aliens be safe? Because they may have tentacles coming out of their head, or they might have green skin or blue, or they might have scaly skin. I mean, what is wrong with seeing other people, humans like us? And because their skin is white, we want to be, oh, you can't come here, or because they have slanted eyes, they can't come in, or red skin. What's with all of this negativity? And the question is, I'd like to know, where did it begin? And who started it? And why point out differences? Why don't you think and say, what is it that we have in common? You know, we may not even speak the same language. Why can't we show love? What is it about us? What is it about us? Why can't we show love and receive love? Why do we have to have isms, racism, capitalism? All these isms, they don't seem to be that good for the masses. You know, a few of us have been blessed where we were blessed enough to be in the right place at the right time, or we know somebody that knew somebody that helped us along the way. But when you prejudge a person, or you bring racism to the table before you even sit down, you don't know what you might be missing. You don't know who you might be dismissing at the wrong time. My mother always taught me to never burn a bridge. So, you know, we might fight today, but just because I fight with you today does not mean I will not love you tomorrow. Because I come from the school of we can agree to disagree. You know, I mean, sometimes you hit an impasse, and when you hit that impasse, you just recognize it for what it is. This is the way I think, and this is the way the other person thinks. And accept them for who they are. And that's why I'm saying, bringing it back here once again to all this racism and what's happening here in America now. I don't know about the rest of the world, but I know in America, Asians are being attacked. And then I know while I'm saying Asians are being attacked, I'm sure I have a lot of my black people who, probably grumbling, talking about, well, why are you talking about the Asians when they're killing black people in the streets here? There's a list of names we can go on with. And I just don't understand this hatred that was taught, because a child comes into this world loving and needing to be loved. And the only way a child can grow up and be full of hatred and racism is that it had to have been taught to them. So parents, and I'm talking about all the parents, so I'm talking about rainbow, every color, every nationality. Instead of teaching your child differences about different people and ethnic groups, realize that we are one. We're all in this boat together. And the boat I'm speaking of is the world. We're all on this planet together. And each one of us should try to elevate ourselves. Love the environment that you're in. Keep a clean house. Something else that I was taught as a child. Cleanliness is next to godliness. And you don't have to be religious or following any particular faith-based religion to know that cleanliness is next to godliness. Because in a clean environment, you can see and you have the transparency. But in filth and clutter, that is negativity playhouse. They love to be in dark places, dirty things, and clutter. Because within that clutter is confusion. So if you live your life organized, free of hatred and isms, and you want to teach and share, because that's what it's about, an exchange. No one wants to be lied to. And that's another part. If you check our story and his story, because his story has a lot of lies about our story. And when I say our story, I'm talking about black people throughout the diaspora. Because no matter where you go in the world, the black man seems to be always on the bottom. And if you look at the continent of Africa today, with its 52 or 54 countries, which I think should be states, that's my own personal belief, that it should be states, and the continent of Africa have all of these different cultures and ethnic groups of beauty. And see me, I just want to learn about them all. I want to learn about them all. I want to know their story and how it relates to our story. And when I say our story, I'm speaking of my brothers and sisters here in North America. I'm talking about my ADOS family, as well as the ADOS families from the Caribbean, from South America, because each one has a story. But if I'm blinded by racism and discrimination and separation, I won't know these things. I won't take a chance to explore and hear their music, their lifestyle, their celebrations, their holidays, their clothing, all of these things, and even the cuisine. I mean, I'm a foodie, so I just wanted to share my thoughts with you on connecting the dots and leave you with something to think about. When you go out, try to connect dots with people that you don't know, because you don't know the storehouse of information that might be with that person. And me, I love learning. And the world is my university. Once again, thank you for listening and sharing your time with me on Connecting the Dots. I'd like for you to like and subscribe. Have a good day, evening, or afternoon. Until next week.